Hey everyone, Be the Alchemist here. I want to talk about soulmates and soul tribe. Soulmates can come in many different forms. They can come in a family member, a relative, even your pet, a romantic partner, a friend, a platonic friend, even a business partner. Your soul tribe is a group of other souls that you have a heart and soul connection with, okay? As well as your soul mate, however they show up and is manifested in this physical reality. So your soul came here and contracted on earth to meet up at a specific place and time that was set in the cosmos. Okay, divine source, creator, God, whatever name you subscribe to, it's all the same thing. Okay, it's just an energy. So yes, the divine or God set a schedule for you to meet up with these individuals that you share a common energetic frequency and vibration with at a soul level. That's what makes them your soul mate. Okay, they also can show up as a karmic soulmate. A karmic soulmate is someone you are to meet up in life. You are also spiritually and soul contracted with, but they are karmic, which means your time together is only temporary to teach you a lesson. And for them to learn a lesson, because it's a two-way, okay? It's a two-edged sword. It's gonna cut both ways, okay? So once that cycle and that time is ended, you learn your lesson, you move on, and then you run into your non-karmic soulmates. Okay, you still learn lessons, but it's more healing and there's more growth and more advancement and expansion that takes place. When you're with a karmic soulmate, whether it's a friend, family member, co-worker, business partner, whatever, it's more tumultuous, it's more toxic and unhealthy. It's usually one-sided. You know, there's arguments. It's very combative and argumentative and, you know, things like that. It's draining. You know, it consists of an unhealed empath, okay? Someone who is connected emotionally in their heart space, and someone who is usually a narcissist or highly narcissistic. And narcissism, there's levels to it, you know, because we're all naturally have some narcissistic traits and behaviors and tendencies, but once you heal, you can outgrow that shit, okay? And it's attached to your ego. Your empathy is attached to your heart, which your heart is attached to your soul, which allows you to connect to other souls from a genuine, pure place. But then when you're dealing with someone who falls like high on the narcissist scale and above, to where like they probably most likely would be probably clinically diagnosed as having narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, or borderline personality disorder. They fall in the high spectrum of narcissism. So that relationship dynamic is usually karmic when it involves an unhealed empath and someone who's highly narcissistic and abusive, you know, and they're a user. An unhealed empath can show up as a user, you know, and use people for, you know, resources or opportunity or to get ahead or to survive or to get by, you know. It's no judgment. We've all experienced it to some degree or another. But we're here to learn, we're here to heal, we're here to grow. And I'm here to help encourage us to get there. So, yeah, so the soulmate and the soul tribe dynamic. So you're going to have your karmic soulmates first. The connection is going to be there. Okay? The chemistry is much more of like a chemistry, I would say. It's not so much of a connection. It's an illusion of a connection. It's just intense chemistry, really. And so once that experience comes to an end, if it does, depending on if the unhealed empath decides that they want to take the healing path and get out of the unhealthy, toxic situation, and their soul can't take anymore, and they want better for themselves, then if not, then they'll just repeat another karmic cycle. So it just means like, okay, I need to learn this karmic lesson. Okay, so, and it can be painful. It can be painful. It could, it could take a toll on, your mental health, your emotional health, and all that is intertwined and synonymous with your spiritual health and your spiritual hygiene. Your energy becomes drained and low vibing. And that whole concept where they say you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. That is very true when you are closely involved with someone who's unhealthy and toxic, or extremely narcissistic. Even within the narcissism realm and arena, they have something called narcissistic fleas. So you can take on their traits and behaviors. You look up one day and you're like, damn, like I'm lazy as fuck, or I'm unmotivated, or I'm just not interested, or not as enthusiastic, or not feeling as lively as I once did at one point in my life. It's because a lot of the time you have been continuously, habitually engaging and interacting with someone who is a narcissist or highly narcissistic. And then if sexual exchange is involved, you really take on those low vibrational frequencies as well. And it's just very one-sided. Someone who is empathic and unaware, they can fall victim to an unfortunate continuous cycle of abuse and disrespect. And a narcissist don't care. They just want what they want. They're usually someone that they're just using the empath. It's one thing to be empathic, but if you're not healed, you're just someone that someone can take advantage of. But when you're healed, you can establish boundaries. You can be more selective with who you choose to co-create with, collaborate with, build with, who you choose to share energy and share life with, experience life with, who you choose to befriend, who you choose to date. You'll be more selective because you'll know your value and your worth. And narcissistic individuals, people who are abusive and toxic, they're your teacher. They're there to teach you to love yourself. It's like two adults who have inner child that are trauma filled and trauma affected, and one with their abusive energy is saying, stand up for yourself, love yourself, know your self-worth, set boundaries. And the other one, the empath, is also screaming that to the the narcissist from their child voice on the inside, from their child energy and spirit. But it's just gonna transmit and translate kind of differently, because because not all narcissists get help and get healing. Not all of them do. Some of them are just here to keep cycling in this reality and just to be, empaths, spiritual sparring partner, or, their teacher, to teach them about themselves, about their weak points, their unhealed parts that need healing. Narcissists are very codependent and needy. They can be very obsessive, like almost like to the point where they stalk. They're stalking. They're stalkerish. You don't know that they're watching you closely, but they are. They have to come off like they're not, because they got to come off like they're healthy and stable when they're far beyond anything of being stable or healthy. They do a lot of hiding. They hide who they truly are. They're like children. You know how children are when they're learning and developing, and they get in trouble, or they're doing things wrong. They hide. That's pretty much how narcissists are, basically. But yeah, so your soulmates and your soul tribe are your divinely meant connections and relationships you were designed and meant to meet and to have in a lifetime. Some souls don't get to meet their soulmates, whether it's romantic or whatever, but it's all possible, as you continue to journey through this life. And it might take a few incarnations before you meet up with. Just depends on how much karma you have to pay back from your lessons and mistakes that you made in previous lives. You got to take into account all that. Some people be like, why it seems like I keep going through this, or I keep running into this type of person. It'd be like the same energy in a different body. It's because you haven't learned your lesson. You got to learn your lesson. You got to start asking, like, okay, what is this showing me about me? What is this showing me that I need to learn from this experience? And you have to just become more aware of yourself, and aware of your environment, and aware of, the large environment of the world as a whole. When you're dealing with divine energy, you're dealing with the all-knowing, the all-intelligent, the all-loving. Okay? That energy is just, it's fair, it's balanced, but it's not a pushover, and it don't take no crap. It'll check you and properly put you in your place if necessary. And, some people get that mistaken. Just because you sweet and loving, like you somebody to just come try. No. It don't work like that. Maybe somebody who's unhealed, they got a whole lot of spiritual wounds, emotional wounds. They don't speak up for themselves. They real timid and shy, and they don't speak up. No. That person has more learning and growing to do, and coming into their power. So, my message about soulmates and soul tribe, when you come into your awareness of yourself, and you are firm in your power, can't nobody come take advantage of you or try to manipulate you or use you like a old wash rag and then toss you away. Like, you know who you are, you have healthy levels of self-esteem, you're confident in yourself, you love yourself, you're honorable and respectful, you respect others, you respect people's property, you respect the environment you're in, you'll start to attract better connections, better people. Most likely your divinely meant soulmate and soulmates and soul tribe. These are the people that are going to resonate and vibrate with you. And then things will just flow. Things will flow easily, smoothly. But you got to be patient. And you got to keep working on yourself so that you can attract better. Because we are what we attract. And the universe brings us what we are, not what we are praying and asking for and what we're requesting and petitioning. You have to vibrate at what it is that you are asking for. You want $1 million, you got to think like a millionaire. You got to behave like a millionaire. You have to have millionaire habits and attitude and mentality. You got to be in control of your emotions. You can't be all emotional and people can push your buttons and get you all out of your character and get you all irate and acting ugly and ignorant. And you talking about something, you want to be a millionaire. You're going to be an ignorant ass, ghetto ass. Don't get me wrong, I love the ghetto. I ain't got nothing against the ghetto. That's where I come from. But like, at some point, you got to have some class, some taste about yourself. There's a lot of tasteless, classless motherfuckers out here that ain't shit on the inside where it really matter at. They just put on a whole bunch of smell good and a whole bunch of try to look good, and someone who really know what it really is can tell. They don't gotta let it be known, but they can just be like, I know it ain't really hitting what it's hitting for, like how they acting, like how they making it come across. You know the ones. We know the ones. You gotta be very observant and watchful of these types, because they real sneaky and snaky and slithery and shit. Next thing you know, they in your life space, in your energetic field, in your auric field proximity, and they got the slick tongues, like they could pimp you out of your life. Okay? They mouthpiece so cold. Man. They done talked you out of your blessing, your opportunity, your life mate, your life partner, your soulmate, your business partner. They done talked you out of your whole, man. Next thing you know, you done transitioned up out of this realm and died and went to the pearly gates, and the divine is like, what happened? I sent you everything. I sent you everything you prayed and asked for. But you let this ain't shit of a soul, this compromise of a soul who was demonic and low vibrational and toxic, talk you out of everything that me in the heavenly realms and the heavenly hosts conspired to bring you. Now you got to go back down there, be born through a whole new mama, and go through life all over again. Cause you done fucked your life off listening to an ain't shit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how heartbreaking and disappointing that would be? That's why you have to be healed and healing and be aware and be tapped into your intuition. Your intuition gotta be like at the highest light speed of Wi-Fi. You gotta be connected out here. Okay? Because man, you don't wanna miss out. You know? You see everybody else graduating and leveling up in life because they put the work in, doing the work, and you seeing them, just surpassing you. They done met up with their soulmates, soul tribe, and they living the life, and your life just look. You fumbled the bag. You fumbled the blessing. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful out here. You got to think for yourself. To be divine, I mean, God frequency, that God energy is very, it stands on all 10 on its own. It don't need no help. It don't need no group. It don't need no backup. It don't need no I mean, it's loving, so it includes other pure, loving energies. But ultimately, I mean, realistically, it don't need no help. It's that by itself on its own. Okay? Now, the devilish frequency needs its imps and little minions and demons and whatnot. It can't do shit without no help. You start observing people out in the life like that, you can clearly be able to recognize who is who. You're like, oh, okay, this is a godly person right here. They vibrate off that God power frequency. They don't need nobody. They have strong faith. Their faith ain't weak. They ain't out here using people, finessing people, taking advantage of people. They ain't out here scheming and scamming. You know, they have hearts of gold. But then they also check you and cuss you out if need be. Okay? Because don't take it for nothing sweet. Okay? You're like, oh, that's a child of God right there. They embody and reflect everything that looks godly and godlike. Just like God will check your ass with his wrath, God's children sure would in the same in the same light. You know? But yeah, ain't no turn the other cheek over here. We don't do that over here. You take that back into your church house where they encourage that type of abuse and disrespect. We don't do that over here. Turn the other cheek. Watch, you can smack me on the other side and I'm supposed to just sit here and just allow it and let you? You got me all types of fucked up. On God. For real. Nah, we ain't doing that. The devil is a lie. Period. But yeah, so just be patient, man. Don't be out here thirsty. That's how you know you need more healing, when you out here just antsy and anxious and you know you trying to be seen and who you trying to prove something to? Who you trying to compete with? Compete with yourself. True masters are competing with themselves. Like, I believe it was Michael Jackson that said something to the likes of that. Like, that he focused on himself. He focused on bettering himself. And you see how great he was in this realm. No, you're supposed to be bettering you. Focus on you. Anybody else that's focusing on you, let them crash and fucking burn, okay? Because we all traveling in this life, on this journey, on this soul journey. And anybody checking for your lane, you let them crash and burn while they looking over in your lane. Because that's exactly what they're going to do. How you traveling and moving forward and you looking in another lane? You can glance over every now and then, but don't be all, you know what I'm saying? You got to be facing forward. Your journey and your path is yours. And man, like, this shit's just goofy to me. But like I said, when you can recognize the attributes, the characteristics, the frequencies, the energy, the behavior, the attitude, the mentality, the emotions of a person, the heart of a person, you can know who child they is. Like, you the child of the devil. I don't fuck with the devil like that. I respect the devil for being everything that God is not, to reveal everything that is not godlike and not godly, so I can differentiate the two. That's it and that's all. I'm not, you think God and devil sitting down having lunch and like, no. If anything, the divine's like, look, come here, I need you to come over here and test my child right quick. They're over here fucking up. I need you to send one of your workers of iniquity and come over here and you know, get them straight. We're gonna get them some good old straightening. Like the Migos say. Can't nothing straighten you and scare you straight like the divine in the universe. For real. Scare your life. Scare you to, man, damn near death. You be like, damn, I almost lost it all. Damn, I almost messed up the church's money. I almost Fumbled the bag. Fumbled the blessing. Good God Almighty. Let me get it together. Yeah. Out here living wild and loose and crazy. Like you don't love yourself. You don't care about yourself. If you don't get yourself somewhere on one of these corners of the earth and heal yourself and ask for your angelic team and your spirit guides to help guide you to divinity. And you know, I'm telling you, y'all be acting like y'all got so much time in this earthly realm. Y'all will be back here again, like Tina Marie said. I've been here before. For real. You be wondering why stuff be feeling so familiar, like deja vu. Yeah, because you did this shit before. One day it's gonna click. You're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. Yes. Some of y'all still repeating life lessons from previous lifetimes. Man, if you don't get this shit right, you got ancestors in the ancestral realms sitting back disappointed with their head down like, wow, our loved one can't get it together. Why our loved one can't get it together? You will though. You will. I'm just offering some words of encouragement and just getting you to think about things and see things in a higher light. Cause I'm on this journey with y'all. You know? But yeah. So be patient. Wait on your soulmate. Wait on your soul tribe. You're gonna know, you're gonna feel it on the inside of you. Because your heart connects you to your soul. A lot of people not tapped into their heart space. That's why they missing out. Unfortunately. And some people are just heartless. And you know who they belong to. Okay? And some just all around gave up. And that's unfortunate. But yeah, we coming to 30 minutes almost. I don't know if there's anything I need to speak on. But yeah, like, and you see people who are on a spiritual glow up journey and grow up journey, they ain't fucking with any and everybody out here. They gotta pick and choose, okay? Only an unhealed, needy person is out here just accepting any old kind of attention. And if you don't sit down with all of that, you know, people just, and then they just picking poor quality experiences, poor quality relationships, connections, friendships. They're not even real. It's a whole bunch of fakery and fake people, and I ain't got time for it. I'm not the one. I done been there, done that already. I'm not on that right now. I'm not on that ever. I learned my lesson. I'm not on demon time. I'm on divine time, like I said. But yeah, wait on your soulmate. Wait on your soul tribe. They are here. I remember when I was a kid, I felt a connection, like a soul connection to someone or someones. I couldn't explain it, but I was always into, like, you know, romantic movies and love songs and romantic things. And I couldn't understand why, you know, me being so young, but I wasn't aware I was an old soul. So when I got older and things started to make more sense to me, it made more sense. I was like, yo, this is why I used to cry watching movies like Love Jones and Brown Sugar and shit. I've always been a lover girl. I'm still a lover girl. You know, I am. But don't get it fucked up, though. I just gotta say that. I mean, I shouldn't have to keep reiterating that, but I don't know. People forget. Humans forget. They need to hear the same thing over and over. That's why people go to church. They gotta hear the same thing over and over so it could register, so it could set in, you know. But yeah, I always knew that there was someone special out here on the planet for me, or someone's, you know. I've always felt that on the inside, and you know, I look forward to connecting with these people. If in this lifetime. If not, you know, shit, I could wait next lifetime like Erykah Badu. It's all good. Either way, I'm going to enjoy my motherfucking self in this life. I'm not here to waste none of it. So I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are in earthly years on this planet. You still have time to learn, make things right with yourself and with the Most High. You still got time to make things right and to connect, you know what I'm saying, to your spiritual self, to your higher self, to that part of your soul, like that heart. You still have time to do that, as long as you got breath in your lungs. That's a gift. It's a present. That's why it's called the present. It's not about, you know, worrying about yesterday or tomorrow. Present right now. Be in the present. Live in the now. And see how you can connect in these ways right now, in the here and now. So yeah, it don't matter. You know, don't be so hard on yourself. Be forgiving and kind and loving towards yourself. Because if that's what you want to receive externally from others, you have to be that for yourself first. You know, and you know those, you know, I know I talk, you know, intense about, you know, dark energy and low vibrational energy in people, but you know, I do got love for them too. I really do, because I understand that, and I understand that they want the same thing that any of us want. We're all still part of the one, the all consciousness, you know. But that don't mean I gotta accept they fuck shit, and that don't mean I gotta accept they hellish ways, and I gotta, you know, be buddy with them. Nah, I ain't about to be none of that, okay? Because if you make it known that you my antagonist, and you my enemy, you my adversary, you my opponent, then that's what we gonna be then. But you know, I don't really got time to be going back and forth with all that with nobody either, because shit, I'm trying to be on earth on a vacation, not probation. I'm gonna enjoy myself while I'm here. But yeah, I'm not about to be going back and forth. I'm not competing in competition. I'm in competition with myself. I'm gonna ignore the shit out of you or anybody else who's on that tip, because I could care less. I could really care less. Because if anybody needs to care about their journey and their path, is that person, that soul. I can care less. I could care if you here or you gone or what you doing or what you got. I don't care. Okay? If you want somebody to care, you need to care yourself. That's how that go. And see, that's the thing. Like, some people don't know no better. They just like young souls. They first time a few times here. Nah, I'm not new to this. I can feel that on the inside of me. I'm not new to this. Well, friends and family, we're gonna close this out. All right. I wish you all the very best on this journey. Send you guys love and light, harmony, prosperity, and abundance, and healing. All right, wait on your soul tribe. Wait for your soulmate. Be patient, okay? And also know how to read the signs when they approach, or when they're right in front of your face, or when they in your path, or in your proximity. All right? Love y'all. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.